Are you looking for a horror story to fit the Halloween season that's by a Latino writer? Valley of Shadows by Rudy Ruiz. Man, this thing is a page turner. I read this on a plane trip back from New York to here to California. And by the end of that trip, I was about halfway through. I couldn't put this thing down. It was the scenes in this thing are pretty graphic, a little gruesome. Call Me a Princess. I really don't read that type of books, thrillers and all that good stuff. But this was really good. It was really good. I liked it because it takes place around the U.S. Mexico border. So we get some of those issues some of the stuff, kind of the racial tension that we're getting today, and I guess in the political environment. And while I'm reading this, I can kind of almost hear some of the stories I've been told by my mom, by my grandma, about some of the Mexican folklore. It kind of seems like this. There's a lot of maybe borrowed elements from those stories, like La Llorona. He touches a little bit on kind of like a magic system, not so much that as you would probably imagine with like a big fantasy book like The Way of Kings or whatever, but there is some magic in here, and it's, to me, it's balanced pretty well. There's like one part in the book where I thought the magic side was a little hokey, but it's cool. The main character kind of reminds you of a Antonio Banderas kind of guy, kind of a desperado type of feel. But anyways, you should definitely check it out. You should definitely check this out. I think you're someone like me I was searching for a Chicano Latino writer. I'm Mexican American, so I was trying to find, I guess, some of my peeps in the fantasy fiction world, and I found this one, Rudy Ruiz, and I felt like it delivered what I was searching for. So if you have any books that kind of fit that criteria, or even just other fantasies, other fictions, it doesn't necessarily have to be Latino or anything like that, please go ahead and comment that. I always take book recommendations. I'm very interested in what people read and what they enjoy. And lastly, I want to share with you a quote from the book. Don't worry, it doesn't spoil anything. Here we go. All too often, what keeps us apart and alone is our own making as humans. War, racism, xenophobia, contagion, and fear. Other times, it is the invisible wall between the living and the dead, and between us and our God, between our fate and our free will, or between the extant and the imaginary. And remember, keep those books open.